Why is it sometimes that the people you want in your life the most are usually the people who can't truly love you back? They pull away, they send you mixed signals, they avoid difficult conversations with you, and then somehow you keep ending up in the same relationship dynamic, just with a different person. And there's usually a deeper reason for this. It can help you understand why you tend to gear towards more emotionally unavailable people. And most people have no idea that they're even doing this. So if you're interested in finding out more, make sure you stick around, subscribe, like, and leave me any questions you have down in the comments below. So emotionally unavailable people rarely introduce themselves and say, hey, I'm emotionally unavailable. Or, hi, I really dislike difficult conversations. What happens instead is at first they seem charming, confident, maybe a little bit emotionally intense, a little mysterious, self-sufficient, independent, exciting even. And because they're a little bit more difficult to access emotionally, you become attracted to that. Why is this? Well, it's because humans are psychologically wired, so to speak, to chase the things that feel uncertain. So you start chasing that clarity of wanting to know them. Same way people tend to chase or want or desire that closure. Like, I just need closure from this relationship or from this previous friendship, and then I'll be okay. You start to chase that uncertainty, that clarity to understand who they are, the same way people chase that closure. Next, a lot of people think that chemistry or having a connection with someone deeper means that they have to feel something, right? Connection comes with feeling butterflies, maybe being a little bit obsessed about that person. Maybe if you don't feel the spark or an emotional intensity with them, you're probably like, they may not be my person. They're nice, but I don't feel anything. But the thing is that anxiety can actually create those same feelings. Think about it. Have you ever been nervous about something and anxious and you start to feel butterflies in your stomach, or your stomach feels unsettled, or emotionally you may be going up and down? That emotional intensity happens for you. These are all signs that mimic the same reaction our body has when we feel anxiety. And so we mistake chemistry for anxiety, and we think, oh, that means that this must be my person. And it may not necessarily be the case. And something that I always like to point out is that if you grew up in environments where love was uncertain, unpredictable for you, then you may find love and emotional connection with people who show that same exact type of love. For example, let's say if you experienced love that was inconsistent growing up, so maybe you got it sometimes, maybe you didn't. As you get older in romantic relationships, you start to chase that. And so if somebody's giving it to you 1 minute and then the next minute they make you feel worthless, and then right after that they make you feel like the most important person in the world, that uncertainty of when and how are they going to love me or choose me, that becomes exciting for you. That becomes what you know. And that becomes what you end up chasing and falling for a lot of times. So it's important to recognize these patterns within yourself so that you can actually call it out in the moment and understand, wait, this is my anxiety kicking in. This is my search for uncertain and unpredictable love kicking in. And I'm not trying to fall down that pattern anymore. I'm trying to do something different, which is exactly why I make videos like this, educating you and hopefully giving you some sort of insight and understanding into what's going on with you so that you can make changes in your life. So if you've learned anything from this video or any of my videos that you've seen, please make sure to subscribe, like, and leave me a comment down below so that I know these videos are helping you. Let's get back to it. It's also important to note that emotionally safe people sometimes feel like they're too nice. Sometimes may feel a little bit boring for you. At first, not always and forever. Maybe it may feel like there's some spark lacking. If this is you and you are attracted to emotionally unavailable people, you're going to want to look for these signs. And it doesn't necessarily mean that that person is boring, that that person is too nice, that there's no spark there. It means that your nervous system is not being used the way it was in the past. And dare I say it, may mean that your nervous system is actually more regulated now in this specific dynamic, which is why you're probably questioning it. Now, let me give you one of the biggest reasons why you may be attracting emotionally unavailable people. And this is more of a subconscious level reaction that you may not even recognize that you're doing. And it is that subconscious chase of, if I can get this emotionally unavailable person to choose me, to love me, then that means that I am worthy enough. If it comes too easy, If it comes from a healthy person who doesn't ever make me question it, they're just open and honest and healthy, It has to come from an emotionally unavailable person for me to know that it's genuine and for me to know that I'm actually worthy of love. If you continue on in this way, what happens? You end up chasing that emotional validation that's never going to come. And even if it does come, it'll switch up again. And what do? You end up over-giving, you end up over-explaining. Let me know if you've done any of these in the comments below. You end up over-analyzing the relationship. You end up over-accommodating your entire life for this relationship at times. That's because you become hyper-focused on being enough for somebody else. And here's the kicker: for somebody else who was never ever emotionally equipped to love you in the way you deserve to be loved. So they keep pushing on your fear of abandonment. You keep pushing more to earn their love, and the cycle goes on and on and on. So the more you ignore the red flags, the more you self-abandon, the more you normalize being confused in relationships and uncertain, the more that emotionally unavailable person or people feel comfortable staying emotionally unavailable with you. So when you learn how to set those boundaries for yourself, the emotionally unavailable people don't stick around long enough. If I could leave you with anything that you remember, forget everything else in this video, but if you can just remember one thing to take with you, it's this: healthiest relationships will never leave you questioning where you stand, where they stand, how they see you, what they want with you. They're the ones where love feels clear, it feels safe, and it feels mutual. Thank you so much for being here. If you've learned something today, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video with someone who you think will also find it helpful, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.